Hey everyone, how's it going? Christopher Lopez here with Lopez Strength and Conditioning and CJLopez.com. I wanted to take a few minutes of your time and talk to you about Francesco Castano's MuscleNOW program and what it's done for me, not only physically but mentally. I stumbled across the program probably in about 2004, just a little while after I had failed out of a nationally ranked university. Failed out, completely failed out. I really had nothing going for me. I came home to no job, no friends because they were all away at school, and it was grossly overweight. At 5'6", I was 210 pounds, where I probably should have been 155, and drank whatever I want, smoked, ate whatever I want, whenever I wanted. It just wasn't pretty. My life was spiraling downward, and I was very depressed, and I really had nothing going on positive, in a positive sense. So I figured I wanted to lose weight. I started searching online for weight loss programs. I think I first came across his Fat Vanish program, but I decided I wanted to build a little muscle too, so I went with MuscleNOW. At the time, the site isn't like what you see now. It was very no frills, very basic, promised great results, a great support system, and no supplements, which was huge. Because at the time I didn't have money for supplements and I really didn't know what any of them did anyway, so I just wanted to go natural and do well, building muscle and burning fat. So I invested in the program, threw it on a credit card. I really had no idea that it was going to snowball into something so big for me. But yeah, I lost about 50 pounds in about 7 months. I went from 210 to about 160, very lean, pretty strong for my size, and I built up from there. I'm about 200 pounds now, at 5'6", pretty solid, not ripped, pretty lean, and it just was a great mental boost for me as well as a physical boost. As you get older, you realize your priorities change. So when I was 22 or 20, whenever I bought the program, my only goal was physical. It was a physical goal. I wanted to put the drive and determination in, lose a lot of weight, get ripped, because girls like it, right? Every guy thinks that way when they're 20. But as you get a little older, you realize that your priorities change. So looking back on it now, I've realized that the mentality that MuscleNOW has built, and the foundation it's built mentally, as far as getting to the gym on time, or working out at home if you don't have a gym. Working out at home is just as good. Planning your meals and eating them when you're supposed to, waking up and doing your cardio, basically the accountability of everything, and realizing that it all falls on you is what has gotten me this far, and has helped me through my successes up to this point. For example, I just left a job in New York in the movie business that I wasn't quite passionate about. I was traveling all the time, and it was very stressful, and I wanted to get back into training, and I wanted to get back into helping people reach their goals. So I left that job, kind of scary. I didn't have a backup plan, but I left it knowing that I could rely on my mental drive and my accountability of myself to get me through the tough times. So when I was younger, the tough times were squatting 400 or 500 pounds. It's a little different now, but now the tough times are a little bit more life oriented. So it helps you in the physical sense, but it's helped me get through some very tough times in my life. And now the business is starting to roll into some big things and being very successful, and it's still in the early stages, but things are looking very good for the rest of the year. And you'll see in yourself that when you make that jump and you take that step to invest in the program, that you will have a mental change as long as you implement the program. Don't buy the book and buy the program and have it sit on the shelf collecting dust. You have to implement it. It's not going to change you if you don't put time into it. So that's what it's done for me. Now I'm a strength coach and strength and conditioning coach, and I still implement Francesco's, his methods in my personal training and my training of others. So It's a great investment. The support system is fantastic. Francesco's always there. He always responds within a couple days of your emails, and he's very well spoken, and he's willing to help you, as his clients. He's not training you per se, but once you invest in his program, you're his client for life. He takes care of you. He makes sure that you are on the same page as he is, and as the other people who have gotten great results with MuscleNOW or Fat Vanish or Strength Now. So that's my 2 cents. If you're still on the fence about the program, I would say invest in it. It's helped me tremendously, and it's, again, as you get older, it's more about this and not so much about this. So invest in the program. Francesco's waiting for you. Again, my name is Christopher Lopez with Lopez Strength and Conditioning. If you're interested, you can check out my website at cjlopez.com, and hopefully you guys will be part of the MuscleNOW crew. I'll talk to you later.